morning. So have you ever wanted to share a plant with somebody, but they live like across the town or maybe across the state or maybe across the country, and you've been hesitant to do it because you don't know how to package it? So that's what I'm doing here today. I'm packaging plants. I ship plants all over the country, and I have for years. And so this is my technique. So here, let's get started. So the first thing I do, I've got this tray full of water, and the plants that I'm going to ship have been in this water for a little while. This makes sure that they're fully hydrated, that they're not having to deal with water stress while they're in the process of transport. Then I get a little plastic bag, and inside this little plastic bag I put a little bit of sphagnum moss. This sphagnum moss has been soaking in water, so it's very wet, but there's no like water dripping off of it because you don't want the plants to drown in the middle of transport, right? Put that down in your little plastic bag. Then you take your little plants. Come on, baby. Come on. Aren't these cute? These are little African hostas. They're just adorable. They've got a full root system and they're ready to go. I'm going to put them right down on top of that sphagnum moss and zip it up. The reason I zip it up, now this gives some air pockets so that, who knows what the post office does with stuff, right? They're going to toss it around. This is going to give the first level of protection. It's just a little bit of air pocket. Then, wait a second, I got another one I want to do. This is a curly spider. And she's so cute. She's a curly spider baby. And she's going off this morning. So here I am again. I'm doing a little bit of sphagnum moss. A little bit of sphagnum moss. And the curly spider going in there too. Go on, baby. It's all right. You'll be all right in just a couple of days. Mama will get you. Yeah. There we go. Again, we're going to give her a little bit of air to breathe, a little bit of concussion support in. So that's one shipment. So these are going to go in this little box here, and I'm going to put them gently in this box. They're going to fit in there real nicely. Maybe a little bit too much air, so I'm going to let some of that air out just so that it goes into there. And she's ready to close up, put an address on her, and ship her off. Now that's one of my shipments this morning. The next one I'm going to do, these are Burl Marx philodendrons. Aren't they gorgeous? These are cuttings, and I'm thrilled to death with these. So the process is a little bit of the same. Because they're all the same plants, I'm going to put them in one bag. I'm hoping they're going to fit in one bag. I've got enough to fit in 2 bags. But again, we're going to open that up. We're going to put, now these are cuttings that have aerial roots, so they'll be all right. I'm going to take a little glob of sphagnum moss and I'm going to put it in there. I'm sticking to the bag. Then we're going to take these babies. I tell you what, I'm going to put them all in one clump and see if I can get all of these in the same bag. I'm going to put them in the bag like that. Come on, easy does it. Easy. Now I'm going to put the whole plant, I'm going to try to put the whole plant in the bag. You can get in there, it's alright. Make sure you don't bend a leaf or crush a leaf or something like that. But it's okay to pack them a little bit closely as long as you don't bend a vein, you'll be alright. Again, now I'm going to zip this up, move this out of the way because it's wet and I don't want to get this box wet. Then these need a bigger box, right? So I'm going to Well, a little bit too much air to go in the box. Down a little bit. There we go. Now this one, I'm going to give a little bit extra protection to. So I've got, this is just old wrapping paper, right? Just old wrapping paper. Stuff a little old wrapping paper down in there. And then take my baby and put her down in there. And then take my wrapping paper and put her over the top. The reason that I'm packing this one and I didn't do the other one is because I had to let the air out of the bag, right? So we're making sure that there's no shake, rattle, and roll in here because the post office, who knows what the post office does. And she's ready to go too. So the next time somebody in a little bit of a distance wants to share your plants with you, this is how you do it. I hope you have a real good day, and ship them off, and get them from me. I'll ship them off. Have a good day.